Part 1. White Clouds. Pegasus Moon. Throne of Knowledge. The northern lands are enveloped in a bitter cold, and frigid winds are carried across the sea to the south of Adrestia. When feather-white snow falls on Fodlan's locket, the fort looks as delicate as a pearl. However, beneath that snowy blanket, her throat is more treacherous than ever.
Rhea, please, talk to me. What are you hiding? What is the meaning of how that one looks? It is almost as though...
As I said, there is nothing of which to speak, for now. At the end of this month...
I read Gerald's diary. I happened upon it in his room.
What?
In it, he stated the reason for his departure. The baby, thought to have died in the fire, has returned to us. Gerald realized that you had done something to the child and decided to flee. What did you do to that baby, Rhea? Nothing questionable, I should hope.
Saideth, enough. They will be here shortly. No more, I beg of you. I will take our dear professor to the Holy Tomb. There, I should be able to see our dearest wishes to fruition. When I was young, I heard her voice there. I'm sure of it. You may enter. I have been awaiting your arrival, Professor. Now that you have received sacred power from the goddess, there is somewhere you must pay a visit to at once. You must go to the Holy Tomb so that you may receive a divine revelation from the goddess.
The Holy Tomb is where the goddess sleeps. This monastery was originally built for the purpose of protecting that hallowed temple.
Only a select few know of it, but there is a legend about Seiros and the Holy Tomb. Saint Seiros, the first soul to be gifted power from the goddess, received her revelation there. She was told that it was her sacred duty to save the people of Fodlan, and that she must use her power wisely in order to lead them. The words that were handed down to Seiros from the goddess will likely fall upon your ears as well.
Prepare yourself to go at once. There, may you find out why you were blessed with such power.
There will be a ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It is then that you will receive the goddess's revelation. You may share this mission with your students. It is said that when Seiros received the revelation, she had holy warriors by her side protecting her. Your students, who have followed you and fought alongside you through the darkest of times, are well suited to stand by you for the ceremony. Of course, as the leader of the Church of Seiros, I will be by your side as well. The Holy Tomb is a sacred temple that is sealed off from the rest of the world. There is nothing to fear. Even if something were to happen, I am more than capable of protecting myself.
Much has changed, but your duty has not wavered. Steel your mind for the ceremony and prepare your students well.
Hello, Professor. You're really on the move today. A lot to get done, I take it? I'm happy to help. Tell me, is there anything I can do to lighten your load a bit? Oh, surely there must be something. Don't be shy about asking for help. We're practically siblings, after all, cut from the same cloth. I was raised by Gerald just as you were, so we should have no trouble getting along. Well, I'll confess there is a considerable age gap between us. My parents died when I was small, and I came to live in the monastery. It was an aimless existence. But sometimes a knight would pass by wearing magnificent armor. That knight was Geralt. And the first time he laid eyes on me, he made me his squire. What was he thinking, huh? No kidding. I don't think I'll ever fully understand his logic. Later, I heard that the squire preceding me had died of a terrible plague. I looked a bit like him and was about the same age, so Gerald thought me a suitable replacement. A little nutty, old Gerald, there's no doubt about that. Quite a character. All that was more than 30 years ago. How time flies. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. You never asked him? Well, Gerald hardly seemed to age at all. In fact, over drinks he once told me, perhaps that's a story for another day. At any rate, that's Gerald for you. One of a kind. I don't think there's anyone else quite like him. Right. Well, now you've heard my whole story. I hope that you understand now why I feel such a strong sense of attachment to you. If you're ever in a bind, just give me a holler. I'll help however I can. Indeed, indeed. Well, I'll let you get back to it. But truly, if I can take anything off your plate, don't hesitate to let me know.
Wow! Thanks for inviting me. Oh, wow, thanks. This is lovely. Yep. Yep. So delicious. So delish. Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
My room works better for me, but I am willing to compromise for today. Thank you. Delightfully warming. What? Indeed. Indeed. Well then. Indeed. Indeed. Since I have never found out the secret of your birth, I am exceptionally intrigued. Indeed. Oh, thank you. Delightfully warming. Thank you for a wonderful time, Professor.
What a strange feeling.
You look so different. You're still our professor in there, right? Did anything else change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs look? Really? You gotta teach me how to do that.
So hungry. Oh, is that you, Professor? Sorry. I'm really not feeling well this month. Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much. It's got nothing to do with your, changes. So, don't open the door, please!
You're going to the ritual at the Holy Tomb, right? I hear that a revelation from the goddess is expected. What if she shows herself? Oh, I'll be so jealous.
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb. I guess you're right. Holy or not, all graves are kind of the same, aren't they? I can't help but wonder, though, just what kind of ritual is this?
Hey, maybe. In Brigid, we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them. Those spirit people have much strength. They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean. Hair that shines and eyes that glow. They have qualities that are not unlike what you are looking like, Professor. Do not have doubt, Professor. The powers you have are like the powers of the legends. You have my thanks. So, it's so... Thank you. Hi there.
Oh,
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Although, I suppose, you are something to report. For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious. Lucky for you, I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you. The professor went out and got some new power.
No.
You've been granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual. Maybe Seros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
It is told that Seros had a revelation, instructing her to use her power for good, and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Professor? Professor, will you join me? There's something I must do. It will take a few days, but I promise we'll be back in time for the ceremony at the Holy Tomb. It's meant to be a secret, but I'm going to Enbar, the Imperial capital. There is something I must do there. Thank you, my teacher. Father, forgive me for asking this of you. I know how much pain you're in, how the burden of the throne weighs heavily on you. And so...
There is no need to apologize, Edelgard. You must know that I do not have much time left in this world. The time has come.
Thank you, Father. Now, to complete the Imperial succession, you must relinquish your crown here in the throne room. The Archbishop of the Church of Seiros would normally act as witness, but my professor will fill that role instead.
Edelgard.
From this day forward, the weight of the Empire's future shall rest upon my shoulders. All that I do will be for the benefit of the people of Fodlan.
Edelgard von Hesvelg, the crown is yours. By the covenant between the red blood and the white sword, and by the double-headed eagle upon your head, I hereby pronounce you the new Emperor. Are you prepared to take those responsibilities as your own?
In accordance with the ancient covenant, and in keeping with the Hresvelg legacy, I swear that upon this throne, I shall use my reign to lead Fodlan to a new dawn and achieve peace for all.
The Imperial succession is complete. My daughter, I regret that I could not do more for you. When you were stolen away to the kingdom, when the Prime Minister did those horrible things, I could only watch in horror.
I understand, Father. In those dark times, your eyes and your fists were my salvation. Within your eyes, I saw true care. And upon your fists, clenched tight with indignity, I saw the blood that dripped and fell. Even as I bled, I felt that you too must also be bleeding.
Your Majesty, you must not leave your sleeping chambers in your condition. Ah, Edelgard. I did not expect to find your Highness here.
Prime Minister, you have misspoken. I am no longer your Highness, but rather your Majesty.
Impossible!
It is true. Edelgard is the new Emperor of the Adrestian Empire. We will summon the officials and prepare an ordinance at once. And you, Prime Minister,
are dismissed. It will be some time before you are allowed to make contact with the outside world again.
No! How can this be? Understood, Your Majesty.
Edelgard, my dear El, I leave the fate of Fodlan in your capable hands.
Father. Thank you for staying by my side, Professor. Now that I'm the Emperor, it's time to grasp my destiny. After the ceremony at the Holy Tomb, I must return to Enbar. This may be the last we see of each other. We are out of time, my teacher. Everyone is waiting for us. We must go.
Ah, Professor. Always a pleasure to see you. I wonder, might you have a moment to chat? Come now. You have no need to be on guard. I'd never cause you harm. You're far too valuable a specimen, well, that is to say, too valuable a member of the Academy staff. Indeed, the further my crest research progresses, the closer you come to learning the truth of your heritage. Is it not so? When I learned you bore the lost crest, the very crest of flames itself, I set about learning everything I could about your past. What was the origin of your bloodline? How have the events of your life been shaped by your lineage? I became somewhat obsessed, I must admit. promised you no harm, remember? I merely reached out to mercenaries whom you've worked with to understand your life before the Academy. Of course, I also contacted your father's old mercenary crew. Quite an interesting lot they are. It was difficult work, since I could not speak with Gerald himself. I am quite sorry for your loss. By all accounts, your father was a good man. I'm excited to share with you what I learned, but I do ask that you correct me if I am mistaken on any account. The story begins with Gerald serving as captain of the Knights of Seros. There was a woman at the monastery with whom Gerald was quite close. At first, it seemed obvious this mystery woman was your mother. Alas, that cannot be the case. The timing is all wrong. As it was told to me, the woman in question passed away shortly before Gerald left the monastery. Yet your birth occurred sometime later, while Gerald was taking work as a mercenary. This, of course, presumes your age is accurately reported. If you were born sooner, well, the story would be quite different, would it not? Oh, I am aware. You two were certainly enigmatic as far as mercenaries go. For example, Gerald never once spoke of his time serving as captain of the Knights. That's quite a secret to keep for all those years. In the end, your old acquaintances had little definitive to say about either of you. However, they all agreed on one thing. Your father and yourself were a strong pair. Warriors to be respected and feared. You in particular. In fact, many came to know you as the Ashen Demon. They say you would destroy your enemies without a hint of emotion on your face. The mercenaries I spoke to revered you as a living legend of sorts. So, that is what I learned. And I admit, it is barely more than I knew before. The next step in my research is to ask your blood for answers, and hope that it is more forthcoming than your past acquaintances.
Nothing is impossible for us.
It's you. What a relief. Look, Professor, we did great!
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
I will prevail.
I'm on it.
I will get the victory.
Stay focused. Now's our chance. You fought well. That's my cue.
I won't go down so easily. Well, like what you see.
Put me in there.
Let us away. Oh no. I thought I was dead. What did I expect?
Battle.
It's a long road yet.
You should be honored. You are nothing. This'll work?
You see that? Now I can do so much better.
What did I expect? Let's keep at it. My brother will be pleased. A bit disappointing. Sweet of you.
So obvious.
Gonna need you to move!
That went as expected.
Well done.
You're out of luck. be gone. Guess I've gotten better.
That is that.
Another step forward.
You're out of luck. I'm on it. I like how this feels.
That's my cue. I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer. You are nothing. The noble standard.
Put me in there.
I will get the victory. Let us away.
Stay focused.
It's over.
Should I have held back?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oh no.
Only a fool challenges me. You should be honored.
Predictable. Missed.
You're weak. Oh! Your defeat was inevitable. Is that all? Don't waste my time! Oh! Well, how was that?
Right makes might, right?
The mark of nobility.
It's simple logic.
Winning's always nice. I've grasped it. How lovely. Watch me. Each battle, a chance to grow.
Only a fool challenges me. Helpful.
I think I got it. All roses have thorns.
That was nothing. You should be honored. You are nothing. Only a fool challenges me.
I'm nothing. Praise. I'm improved.
I am...
Neat. I'll... Thanks.
Thanks for... Thank...
You're... You have my...
I'm finding my focus.
Professor, may I ask you a question? That is not very helpful.
I thank you.
We did it!
I will master this. I'm getting it.
I'm really getting the hang of this.
Impressive. Thanks.
Hello, Byrne. Oh no, what did I do this time? Did I offend you? Is this your revenge?
No, not at all. I just want to talk.
If you promise not to resort to violence, I'll do whatever you want.
Byrne, I've just been worried about you, that's all. When I said I was your friend, you ran away, saying something about your father. remember?
Vaguely?
I know you've lived through some bad times. If you could tell me about it, maybe I could help?
Oh, I don't know.
Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're safe to tell me.
All right. My parents told me never to befriend a commoner. They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me.
Hang on, scum? They called me... commoners. They called us scum?
Yeah, but once, a long time ago, I did secretly make friends with one. A boy. When my father found out about him, he disappeared the very next day. I heard he was found beaten half to death. I never saw him again. Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone, commoners especially.
I never knew that kind of thing really happened. You hear stories, sure, but... Oh, Byrne, I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be your commoner friend.
Dorothea!
Hey now, relax. There's nothing to bawl about. If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then some.
Return the favor?
When I was in the opera, you better believe I had run-ins with the most wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I broke those guys' arms. Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt me.
You're incredible, Dorothea.
So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Byrne?
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah! Nailed it!
it!
I enjoy cooking. You seem to know what you are doing. Ah.
You're so strong now. I'm starting to understand why you were appointed professor. I thought I was stronger, but I still have such a long way to go. You'd better not go easy on me. I need your training to be strict if I'm gonna get any better.
Thank you for coming all the way to the Imperial capital, Professor. The announcement of my enthronement is imminent. Until then, can you please keep it to yourself? There are many preparations that must be made before the news spreads. I believe Hubert will be occupied and away from the monastery for much of this month. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Hey there. Those students of yours will soon graduate and become unreachable royalty and nobility. You should show them respect now, or you might find yourself out of a job someday. No. One look at your students' faces, and it's apparent that would never happen. Even when your kids graduate, I bet they'll still think fondly of you. You'll always be professor to them.
Long ago, Saint Seros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power. Is that what happened to you too, Professor? No way! The Professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power? If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual? I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
How are you, Professor? Did Hanneman make his "I will do no harm" speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you? Both? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood. No, I wish to investigate crest power itself. Crest power must have some kind of limit, right? Lady Rhea says any limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me. I swear. It's like you're an entirely different person. It's not weird at all. You're somehow even more beautiful than before. I'm joking! I'm joking! Don't get mad.
Sorry. Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than usual. Constantly coming and going, in and out of Garreg Mach. Perhaps they are doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate heir of the Eyre family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me.
Your hair! And your eyes! What happened to you? You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these powers, did you? I see. Well, that makes me feel better. But still, be careful.
People who live an inordinately long time, people whose hair changes color, and those odd heroes' relics. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures? You should see for yourself. I'd recommend exploring west of the Empire.
You there! I recently had an errand to run, and so I had to pass by the office. I didn't mean to, but I overheard Lady Rhea and Sedith arguing. Actually, it was more like Sedith was interrogating Lady Rhea.
Say, in town earlier, there seemed to be more people around than usual. Is there some festival this month that I'm forgetting about?
You were wide open. go down so easily. I've got many skills, you know. All roses have thorns. Winning's always nice.
Impressive. Kranya, Solon, they're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it. People say you're quite skilled. Perhaps if I joined your class, I could watch your sword technique up close. Indeed, I think that's best. I'll transfer to your class then. Don't make me regret it.
Professor, please. If he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
He's exaggerating. He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure all. I have a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
I must insist.
Who do you think you are? I can take care of myself to do.
What?
consider. Sometimes, I find myself thinking I should leave Garrigmach and return to my home, where I should have been all along. Ignore me. I'm sorry. It's a silly thing. An old man's ramblings and nothing more. I hear that Lady Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
I still have much to learn.
Monica, no, Kranya. Kranya is dead. And so is Solon, by your hand.
Taking vengeance with your own hand. I'm sure Gerald would be proud.
What? When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a ritual at the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll happen with that. I'm sure you'll be all right, but don't lose sight of who you really are, okay? However you may change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that.
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size. But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down, not least the Flame Emperor. Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming. Once it will happen. I'll take it. Thanks.
Right.
Right.
Whoa. When I first saw you, Professor, with that hair color and that eye color, I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like maybe you could be related. I like the way it looks. I wonder if I could change my hair color too. Maybe if I tried hard enough. If I thought real hard about it, I mean. I might not need to, but I still wanna. Thanks, Professor.
I always knew there was something special about you, but you've only gotten more and more extraordinary the longer I've known you. That transformation was just the beginning, wasn't it? I have a feeling that things will only grow more dire from here on out.
Ah! Professor, sorry. You gave me a shock. Your hair and eye color are completely different. You just don't look like yourself anymore. Of course, you're right. I'm just being silly as usual. Thank you so much. Huh? You think I would be a good fit for your class? I'm not sure.
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
This is no good. Sing from your diaphragm. Lo! Get it? Lo!
That reminds me. All things considered, this year has been rather terrible. As far as the students are concerned, next month is the last one of the school year. Next month, we will hold the graduation ceremony, though it'll be an understandably subdued affair. This month, we ask that you carry out your duties as best you can, to ensure that our students remain calm.
To be honest, I cannot keep up with all that's been happening recently. Monica was actually Kranya. Tomas was actually Solon. Who were these people? What about you, Professor? You were a true ally, yes? Not the most convincing answer you could have given. Still, I simply must take you at your word. How kind of you.
Professor, are you positive? Really? Your appearance is due to the influence of the Crest of Flames? Intriguing. Unfortunately, I have found no record of Nemesis's hair and eye color ever changing. However, if that transformation was brought on in part by the power of the Crest, that would be most, well, I suppose interesting is too small a word. Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery. To know for certain, we must investigate further. So, close off. What? A full physical is in order, yes? We need to know if this transformation affected you adversely. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit. Oh, yes, I should call Manuela. My apologies.
Professor, I am so happy! Your new hair and eye color suit you well. We make quite the pair. But recently, I sense that things are a bit strained between Lady Rhea and my brother. She wants to do something at the Holy Tomb. I do not know what, but... Whenever it has concluded, I hope they will return to their friendship, as it has always been. But whenever it has... I shall take it!
Captain.
Oh, Professor. How long have you been standing there? I didn't see you. I was just sorting through Captain Gerald's belongings. I haven't made much progress. I keep finding things that bring back memories. Clearing out this room of his belongings again, it's not easy. Oh, Professor. Anything I can help you with? I will do whatever I can to serve you. Excellent. Leave it to me. No matter how small the task is, I vowed to Gerald I would help you.
Excuse me. You haven't a thing to worry about. You have been gifted the power of the goddess. Furthermore, you have overcome the death of your father, Geralt, and you have destroyed countless of our wicked foes. I am proud, so very proud of who you have become. Once we finish the ritual at the Holy Mausoleum, all will be well.
Ah, it is you. I am sorry, but I have a lot on my mind. I would prefer to be alone right now.
Excuse me.
Hey, you.
Hey, the Holy Tomb, huh? I've worked here for years, and this is the first I've heard of it. I mean, it does make some sense. Sort of. Something about it is still weird. I understand now why they'd build the monastery in the mountainous center of Fodlan. Although, when the monastery was built, the Kingdom and Alliance weren't even around yet. But look how cleverly it was placed, right in the middle of the Empire, Kingdom, and Alliance. That's weird, right? Hello, Professor. I know that look in your eye. You want to ask me a favor. You want me to help out with your class, right? You just say the word, and I'll help however I can. Don't worry about it. You're just starting out as a teacher, right? It's only natural for those of us with more experience to help the younger generation.
Recently, Professor, I feel as though you've been a bit distant. It's like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And like you've got no interest at all in ever coming back down. How can I help? Hey, don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say. Thank you, Professor.
Aha! Found ya! You're always nosing around places, aren't you, Professor? Can be real hard to find you sometimes. Well, yeah. I wouldn't have been running all over the place looking for you if stuff was normal. Do you remember how Lady Rhea asked you to come to the office this evening? Well, she told me that I should come to let you know that today's a bad day for doing that, and you should go and see her tomorrow instead. That's pretty much everything I needed to say, I think. Oh, except to ask you if you've seen Sedith around anywhere. Okay, I'm supposed to tell Sedith the thing Lady Rhea told me to tell you, but he's hard to find. No, it's alright, thanks. But if you see him, then please find me and tell me where you saw him, okay? Because then I'll know where he is and I can tell him. I'll be in the stables if you need me. Gotta put out the fodder before it's the next kid's shift. Don't want her thinking I left my work for her to do. Oh, but if I'm not in the stables and you need to find me, I'll be at the forest up north, because there's a bunch of logs lying around up there.
I figure I ought to chop him up, or else someone might trip on a log, or we might run out of firewood. And if I chop, then it'll save other people time. If it looks like I'm done there, then the quarters need to be swept. So if you see Sedith and you need to find me, then I might be there. Nope, this is my job. I'm not giving it to anyone else, because it's mine and I'm gonna do it. Besides, if you help me out, Lady Rhea might give me an earful. I don't know why, but Lady Rhea sure does seem to like you. She's always worried about what you might be doing or not doing. Oh yeah, not that it's any of my business. Anyways, Lady Rhea asked me to do some jobs, so I'm doing them all. Even some she didn't ask for, but I know need doing, so I'm doing them. End of story. And remember, if you see Sedith around, come find me and tell me where you saw him, yeah? Huh? But I just told you where I'd be. If I'm not in the stables, I'll be at the forest. If I'm not... Oh, I see. You're right, I'm all over the place, huh? I don't want to waste your time, Professor, so if you see Sedith, how about you tell him I was looking for him, and then tell him all the places I'll be? Then he can spend his time looking for me instead of you. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. A real good plan. Let's do that. See you later, Professor.
Did you call me? I am grateful. This is delicious. Is that what you think? Ah, that tea was delicious. Invite me again sometime. See ya!
Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb.
To think that there was such a vast space beneath the monastery all this time. It's hard to imagine that any of these enormous contraptions are of this world.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our creator, the goddess Sothis, sat upon this very throne. Professor, do you recognize this throne? So long. I have waited so very long for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess. Well? It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Stop right there!
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit. Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
What's the Imperial Army doing here?
Wait, does he work for the Flame Emperor?
So the Flame Emperor is connected to the Empire. I never thought that possible.
Edelgard, did you know about this?
Yes. In fact, I gave the order. I am the Flame Emperor.
I guess that's the end of play at school, Lady Edelgard. I mean, Your Majesty. Get to work, everyone. The crest stones belong to us now. And take those filthy bones, too.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this holy resting place. Professor, destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator!
Wait, what's the meaning of this, Edelgard?
You made use of us? Why?
I'm sorry, my teacher. I cut this path, and now I must follow it. My friends, I ask that all of you stay back. It is not my intention to fight you. By order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, I command you to collect the crest stones. If anyone attempts to stop us, kill them.
I will not allow such violence from the Empire. Strike down the rebels and protect the Holy Tomb.
The crest stones are in the caskets! Open every last one of them!
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated. Protect as many of the crest stones as you can.
I'm on it. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
You should be honored.
Stay focused.
Oh no.
Put me in there.
Battle.
That's my cue.
I won't go down so easily.
I will get the victory. War feeds my body and mind.
Let us away.
Witness frigid pride.
Here we go! Right makes might, right? Yeah, it worked! Stronger than this?
Take away every last one of those crest stones.
That is enough. Do you even know what those stones are? Flame Spirit, protect me.
Only a fool challenges me. And I didn't even enjoy it.
Should I have held back?
Stay away! Can I go now?
Easy. Be gone.
Right makes might, right?
Always getting stronger.
One more success. Hey, not bad.
Luck is always on my side.
Witness frigid pride. War feeds my body and mind.
Allow me to demonstrate.
I'll grow as strong as I can.
Gonna need you to move! Just give up.
Thank you.
So obvious. Won't work.
Don't try and stop me! You see that?
I'm impressed. That is that.
That went as expected.
Just like that.
The mark of nobility.
That was nothing. That was nothing.
This was beneath me.
done yet? What did I expect?
Not so fast!
You fought well.
Only a fool challenges me.
I've got many skills, you know.
I'm told it's fine to kill those who resist. Now then, how shall I cook you?
Make them suffer.
Another step forward.
No! I was just following orders! I just... Ah!
As expected.
Despite what I said, I have no intention of killing you. So why not stand down and get out of my way?
This is sure to impress.
So, the end has come.
You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Hresvelg would dare betray the Holy Church.
So, it is my teacher who stands in my way. I always knew it would come to this.
Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating. You. How dare you?
My teacher, thank you. But are you certain that... No. Now isn't the time for discussion.
Words cannot properly express my gratitude, Professor.
So, this is the choice you have made. You are just another failure.
Your presence soils this holy tomb and disgraces my brethren. I will not allow one who would lend our enemies strength to wield the power of the goddess Sothis. I have passed judgment, and now I shall rip your chest open and take back your heart myself!
That must be the Immaculate One.
Yes. The monsters that have controlled Bodlin in secret for far too long. Rhea is their leader.
There's no time to waste. Your Majesty, Professor, we must escape while we can.